بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. So inshallah, lesson number 8. We discussed it a day ago, like on Sunday, and I think we can go through one more time and then inshallah we will do the exercises. So 𝗕𝗀𝗀𝗯𝗶𝗰, lesson number 8. All right, so what do we have in this lesson? Because we discussed it before, so I would like you to participate as well. And if you have any questions, or do you think like now you are able to explain like what it is about? Yes, al-mufradu. What is al-mufrad?
Singular.
Singular. And al-jam'u, that means plural. Okay, what about al-ghaib? Al-ghaib means the one who is not physically there, like absent. So absent, someone who is absent, we say, huwa ghaibun, he is not present today. Hadirun is basically present, someone who is physically there, and ghaibun means someone who is absent. So al-ghaibu, why we call it al-ghaibu? Because the third person, basically the one who is physically not here, we call that the third person. For example, when we say Bilal or Ahmed or James or Muhammad, whenever we say these names, that means they are not physically here. Or even if they are physically there, they are not directly involved into the conversation. So if someone is directly involved into the conversation, we call that person al-mukhatab. Al-mukhatab, ta has fatha. So al-mukhatab means the second person, the person that we are talking to. And al-mutakallim, that means the one who is talking. So al-ghaib, in English we say third person. Al-mukhatab, that means the second person. And al-mutakallim, that means the first person. Even if we don't know these terms, I would recommend to know these terms and try to learn them and memorize them. However, at least in English, we should know that al-ghaib means third person, and al-mukhatab means the second person, and al-mutakallim means the first person. Okay, what do you remember about al-ghaib, the third person? What did I tell you? Whenever we see a name, and if that name is without ya, if you see a name and that name is without ya, that means it is third person. For example, we say Bilalun, Muhammadun, Fatimatu, Zainabu. So that means we are talking about the third person. But when we say Ya Bilalu, Ya Muhammadu, Ya Fatimatu, Ya Zainabu, that means we are talking to the person who is next to us, the second person. So names, normally they are the third person, as we can see here, Hamid, Amina. So these are the third persons. But if someone is next to you, then when you say that that person is al-mukhatab, then we have to call upon that person using ya, ya alif, ya. All right. So when we say Hamidun dhahaba, what does that mean?
Hamid went.
Hamid went. Okay. So when we say Hamidun wa Hashimun wa Aliyun dhahabu, what would that mean?
It's in the plural. They all went.
They all went. Yani Hamid, Hashim, and Ali went. Okay, how do we know dhahaba means he went or Hamid went and dhahabu means they went? How do we recognize that?
Dhahaba, it is in the mufrad. The dhahabu, it is in the jam'a. It is for single. Dhahaba is for singular.
Actually, dhahaba, when we say only dhahaba, it is translated as he went. It is translated as he went. So he, basically, the hidden he means huwa. So it's basically huwa dhahaba. So we will say that Hamidun is the subject, and because it starts with a noun and we know that a nominal sentence, starts with a noun. So when we say Hamidun dhahaba, that means Hamid went. So basically dhahaba has he inside it. So he went. So we will say Hamid is the subject and huwa, that is hidden or that is inside it, is the predicate. So Hamidun dhahaba. But when we have plural, then we have to use the plural of the verb as well. So we will say dhahabu. And basically this wow means they. This wow means they. Because dhahaba, we know it's a verb, okay? And when we have wow over there, this is called waw al-jama'a, yani the wow that represents the whole class. And alif is extra so that we know that there was something that was dropped. Basically, there was noon over there that has been dropped. We know that the plural is una, the sound of plural is una. But in the past tense, we don't have the noon over there. So dhahabu, we will say dhahaba is the verb and wow is basically they. So it will be hum dhahabu, they went. So dhahaba, we will say that he is mustatir. He is mustatir, that means huwa is hidden, okay. Similarly, when we say Aminatu dhahabat, again, in dhahabat, hiya is mustatir, yani she is hidden inside it. So when we say Aminatu dhahabat, that means Amina went. So Amina is the subject and dhahabat is the predicate. Aminatu wa Zainabu wa Maryamu dhahabna. So now we have plural. So noon basically here, noon with fatha means they for the feminine. So wow means they for the masculine and noon means they for the feminine. So Amina, Zainab and Maryam went, dhahabna. And al-mudhakkar means masculine. So anta, dhahabta. This one is easier because the second person, everywhere you will find ta. For example, dhahabta, dhahabtum, dhahabti, dhahabtunna. So ta basically makes it easier for us to recognize that we are talking about the second person. So anta means you, dhahabta went, anta dhahabta you went. And as we can see here that dhahaba is the noun and ta basically means you. Ta with fatha means you, so it is translated as you went. If we drop anta and if we say dhahabta, what would it mean? If I say dhahabta, you went. So it is a complete sentence, dhahabta, right? So since we are talking about the nominal sentence, even if we drop Hamid, and even if we say dhahaba, then still it's a complete sentence, he went. And dhahabu, they went. Dhahabat, she went. And dhahabna, they all went. But when we have noun before it, that means it is a nominal sentence. That is the difference between a nominal sentence and a verbal sentence, that a verbal sentence always starts with a verb and a nominal sentence always starts with a noun. Now you might be thinking like, anta is not a noun. Anta is a noun. It is basically pronoun, and all pronouns are in the category, are included in the category of nouns. Antum is used for plural, all of you, and that's why we have the noun, we have the verb here, which is dhahabtum. Antum dhahabtum means you all went. Anti dhahabti, you went for the feminine singular. So anti dhahabti, as we can see here, anta dhahabta, both of them have fatha, and here both of them have kasra. So the second person is really easy to memorize. And antunna, it has tashdid, and dhahabtunna also known as tashdid. So you all ladies went. Whereas here we can see antum dhahabtum, meme is sakin, and also meme is sakin here. So it's easier, like everything is in a rhythm, everything is like very compact. Anta dhahabta, antum dhahabtum. Anti dhahabti, antunna dhahabtunna. Ana dhahabtu, and nahnu dhahabna. Now we need to be careful. The reason why I prolong it, because when we say dhahabna, that means we went. And as you can see here, if you say dhahabna only with fatha, that means all ladies went. Yeah. So if we don't prolong it, then the meaning will completely change. If you want to say we went, and if you say نحن ذهبنا, that means it is wrong, because ذهبنا means they went. So we have to prolong alif for 2 seconds, and we will say نحن ذهبنا, we all went. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
So what's the difference between ذهبنا and ذهبنا?
ذهبنا is plural form of we all went.
For the ladies, okay, yes.
ذهبنا it's both for masculine and feminine.
Yes, we all went. It is used for both masculine and feminine plural. So if there are many like gentlemen or many men over there, they can also say نحن ذهبنا. And if there are many ladies over there, more than 2 basically, so more than 2 ladies, they will say نحن ذهبنا. And for singular lady, whether it is a masculine or feminine, singular masculine will say أنا ذهبت. For example, Fatima will say أنا ذهبت, and Bilal will also say أنا ذهبت. It's the same like in English, we say I went. For even if they're a feminine, she will say I went, and for the masculine, he will also say I went. And the same if in English we say we went for the ladies, and also we use it for the gents as well. Okay, now is it possible for you to read the text?
أكمل الجمل الآتية.
Okay, why Jumalil? Akmil means you complete.
Yes.
So after that, the noun will be always mansub. Yani the noun will always come with fatha. Akmalil jumal al-atiyata.
بوضع الفعل.
Excellent. بوضع الفعل, because we have preposition, so the noun that follows preposition will be yeah.
في فراغ بعد إسناد إلى ضمير المناسب.
إلى الضمير المناسب, because we know that after preposition the noun takes kasra, right? So أكمل الجمل الآتية, complete the following sentences. بوضع الفعل ذهب, by putting the verb ذهب في الفراغ in the blanks, بعد إسناده إلى الضمير المناسب, by using the suitable pronoun. So what we have to do now, we have to complete the sentences using the verb ذهب, that means he went. So we basically have to use different forms of ذهب depending on the subject. So whatever the subject is, we have to use the forms of ذهب based on that subject. For example, أين الطلاب الجدد, where are the new students? So it's like new students for masculine, الطلاب الجدد. So what will be the answer?
ذهبوا
إلى المدير. Excellent. ذهبوا, they went, إلى المدير, to the manager. They went to the manager. ذهبوا إلى المدير. Excellent. They went. Why? Because الطلاب is the plural of masculine. So for the plural we use ذهبوا. Okay. نحن إلى الملعب.
نحن ذهبنا إلى الملعب. We all went to the playground.
As we discussed here, for نحن we use ذهبنا, as you can see here. So you will use the same here. نحن ذهبنا إلى الملعب. We went to the playground. Okay, then the third one. إخواني, my brothers.
My brothers is
Okay.
Masculine plural. أين ذهبتم?
Excellent. أين ذهبتم بعد الدرس يا إخواني? Where did you go after the lesson? Oh, my brothers. أين ذهبتم? Excellent. Number 4.
إلى السوق اليوم يا أبي. ذهبت إلى السوق اليوم يا أبي.
Okay, very good. ذهبت إلى السوق اليوم يا أبي. Oh father, or father, did you go to the market today?
Market.
Yeah, so ya abi means the ya is used for the one that we are talking to. I discussed about it as ya ikhwani, ya abi. So it's basically when we talk to the person when he is right in front of us. Okay, yes, brothers or anyone else? Number 5.
So we have to put the forms of ذهب.
That's right, yeah, only dhahaba.
أنا ما ذهبت إلى المكتبة اليوم.
Okay, translation please.
I didn't go to the library today.
Okay. ما ذهبت, I didn't go. All right. Number 6.
أمي ذهبت إلى المستشفى.
Excellent. أمي.
My mother.
Yes. ذهبت إلى المستشفى. Excellent. My mother went to the hospital. Okay. Number 7.
ذهبتن
Yes.
لزيارة because of بناتي.
Yes.
لزيارة خالتكن يا بناتي.
Excellent. ذهبتن لزيارة خالتكن يا بناتي. All daughters, did you go to visit your aunt? Yes. Okay. زيارة خالتكن is مضاف إليه. And li is harf jar, so ziyarati is majroor because of li, and khalati is majroor because of being mudaf ilayh. Yes, to visit your aunt. All right, number 8. أخي إلى المطار.
ذهب أخي إلى المطار.
Excellent. ذهب is the first form, so ذهب أخي إلى المطار. My brother went to the airport. Okay, matar is airport. It's, what does it mean? Is it a adverb or noun or pronoun? And what is it?
That's makan.
It's a place. Yes, adverb of place, right? Adverb of place. Okay. We learned that adverb of place comes on the pattern of maf'alun. Okay, so this is basically on the pattern of maf'alun, but because there was a weak letter, that's why there is a bit of change over there. So matar is it's basically it was matiyaru, so it was on the pattern of maf'alu, but what happened is that ya changed into alif and it became matar, and that's inshallah we will discuss about the weak letters, like how they change and how the whole thing changes. So matar is basically the place where we go to. So that's the place of the aeroplanes. So we call it airport, matar. It's basically on the pattern of maf'alun. So maf'alun is the pattern of adverb of place. Yes. أخواتي
ذهبنا إلى الكلية. إلى الكلية.
Okay,
my sisters went to the college.
To the college. Okay. And the last one?
ذهبت إلى المدرسة يا عائشة.
ذهبت إلى المدرسة يا عائشة. Oh, Aisha, did you go to the school? Okay, so why ذهبتي? Why not ذهبت?
Yeah, Aisha. Yeah, it is the second person.
Yeah, it becomes the second person. Excellent. But if we don't have yeah, so then we will say ذهبت. Yes. إلى المدرسة عائشة. Right? So then it will be changed into the third person. But yeah changes it into the second person. Okay, number 2. La mashallah, today you will do everything by yourselves because this lesson is a review of the previous lessons. Akmil, we know this, like we have discussed many times, that this is the only verb form, which is fi'l al-amr, that starts with hamza with fath. So akmalil, and we know that when we connect the sakin with al, we will connect it with kasra. So akmalil, yes.
الجمل الآتية بوضع فعل 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 ماض
Excellent.
no فعل ماضي مناسب في كل من الأماكن الخالية.
Excellent. أكمل الجمل الآتية. So complete the following sentences. بوضع, by putting. Okay, by putting فعل ماض مناسب. A suitable past verb. So ماض is basically is the word that is used for past. اسم منقوص, on the pattern of, if you remember, on the pattern of غال. The first example was غال. Okay. However, most of the times, like if you see in the books, and even I wrote it as al-madi, because what happens when we use al, then the ya comes back. So that's why it becomes al-madi. And because it's used a lot, that's why in most of the books, you will only find it being written as madi. And al is not written over there, but originally it is madin. It is madin. And the ya comes back when we use al with that. So al-madi, but if it's normal one, it will be madin. That means past. Okay, so في كل من الأماكن الخالية, in each of the what do we say, blank places, or in each of the blanks. Okay, so أماكن is the plural of makan, and خالية means empty. So basically empty, yani the blanks that are empty. So we have to complete the sentences by putting the suitable past verb form in the empty places or in the blanks. As we say, fill in the blanks by using the suitable past verb form. Okay, so now we have to use any of the past verb form. We don't have to necessarily use ذهب, because ذهب means he went. However, we have learned like سمع, we have learned like خرج, we have learned quite a few of the past forms. So now we will use over here, for example, الأذان يا محمد.
سمعت الأذان.
سمعت الأذان يا محمد. Oh,
يا
Muhammad,
محمد.
did you listen to the أذان? Okay. Okay. نحن
لعبنا.
Okay.
كرة السلة اليوم.
كرة السلة اليوم.
سلتي. كرة السلة
اليوم. نحن لعبنا كرة السلة اليوم. We played basketball today. So لعبنا. Okay, yes. Number 3.
غسلتي.
غسلتي. كويتي.
مناديلي يا أمي.
Excellent. غسلتي قمصاني ومناديلي يا أمي. Yes, كويتي is also possible. Did you iron or press my shirts and handkerchiefs? So my mother, and you can also say غسلتي قمصاني ومناديلي يا أمي. Okay, now قمصاني and مناديلي, what are those? The plural, these are plurals. Excellent. And also they are plural. قمصان is the plural of what?
قميص.
قميص, and the plural is قمصان, and my shirts قمصاني. And مناديل, what's the plural of?
منديل.
Mindilun. Mindilun, and the plural is manadilu. And then when we use ya al-mutakallim, then it eats up everything and it became manadili, my handkerchiefs. Okay. Number 4.
كتب المدرس الدرس على السبورة.
كتب المدرس الدرس على السبورة. The teacher wrote the lesson on the board. Okay, mashallah. So it's all up to you now. Yes, number 5.
أنا فتحت باب الفصل.
Excellent.
وحميد وهاشم وبلال فتحوا نوافذ.
فتحوا النوافذ. Excellent. أنا فتحت باب الفصل. I opened the door of the classroom. حامد وهشام وبلال فتحوا النوافذ. Bilal, Hisham, and Hamid opened the windows. Excellent. So the first one is fatahtu, and then the plural is fatahu, they opened. Inshallah. Number 6.
أفهمتن الدرس الجديد.
And there is a mistake and you have to fix it. by yourself.
جديد الدرس الجديد
No. أفهمتن
أفهم
الدرس الجديد اسم مفعول به.
الدرس
object.
الجديدة. Here's the object. Look, if we don't have the first form of the verb, which is ذهب, and the fourth one, which is ذهبت, if we don't have the first form of the verb and the fourth form of the verb, if we don't find them, if we find any of the 12 forms of the verb, then after that, the noun will always be mansoob. The noun will always take fatha. So you just close your eyes and put fatha to the following noun. For example, afahimtunna. So fahimtunna, is it the first form of the verb? Fahima. The first one is fahima. Is it the first form?
فهمت
Not the first one.
It's not the first one. Okay. Is it the fourth one?
No, sir.
Okay. So the first one is fahima. The second one is fahima. The third one is fahimu. And the fourth one is fahimat. So when we take the first and the fourth out, after that, the 12 forms of the verb, then these 12 forms of the verb, whenever we find them, then the noun that comes after them will be only and only mansoob, and it will take fatha. So that's why afahimtunna ad-darsa al-jadida jayyidan ya banatu. All daughters, did you understand the lesson? Or did you understand the lesson very well? Did you understand? Did you get it?
Yes, sister.
Okay. Zamilati.
زميلاتي خرجنا من الفصل بعد الدرس.
Okay, زميلاتي خرجنا من الفصل بعد الدرس. Now here من الفصل and بعد الدرس, they are easy because we know that min is حرف جر, so the noun that comes after that will be مجرور. And we know that بعد is also used as مضاف, special مضاف, so the noun that comes after that will be مضاف إليه, it will take كسرة. So زميلاتي ذهبنا من الفصل بعد الدرس. Is it ذهبنا or خرجنا? Should be خرجنا, right? خرجنا. Yeah, my colleagues or my classmates left the classroom after the lesson. Okay, anyone else? MashaAllah, we have 11 participants, so I would like someone else to participate as well. Thank you very much for your participation, everyone. But I would like, inshallah, more and more participants, so that we know that you also understand it and you are active over there as well. If you don't find it to be comfortable, then it's okay. Everyone has his own choice, personal choice. Yes, number 8.
قرأتم القرآن بعد صلاة الفجر يا أبنائي.
Excellent.
أبنائي.
أبنائي. أقرأتم القرآن بعد صلاة الفجر يا أبنائي. Oh, my sons, did you read the Quran after Fajr prayer? So Al-Qur'ana will be mansoob because of Al-Qur'atum is not number 1 and it's not number 4, right? So that's why Al-Qur'ana, it will be mansoob and it will be maf'ul bihi. And we know after ba'da, the noun that comes after ba'da will be majroor, it will take kasra. Akhi, my brother. Yes. My brother memorized, or let's say my brother recited Surah Rahman. Akhi hafidha Surah Ar-Rahmani, or we will say Akhi qara'a Surah Ar-Rahmani. My brother recited or memorized Surah Rahman. All right, number 10. Ana
بحثت عن قلمي
ولكني
ما وجدته.
Yes, I looked for my pen.
I didn't find it.
But I didn't find it. Yes, أنا بحثت عن قلمي ولكني ما وجدته. And it will be ما وجدته because dal and ta, they have the same makhraj. So dal will be dropped when we read it. So we will say ma wajadtuhu. Okay, number 11. Man هذه الحية. Who killed this snake?
من قتل
من قتل هذه الحية. Who killed this snake? Okay. قهوة يا مريم. So shariba. So from shariba you have to use the one the verb. So which verb form should we use? أشربتي القهوة يا مريم. شربتي القهوة يا مريم. Did you drink coffee, O Maryam? Okay. زملائي الموزة. So basically eat from akala. So you have to use the past one of akala.
أكلوا الموزة وأنا أكلت العنب.
عنبة. Okay. So زملائي أكلوا الموزة وأنا أكلت العنب. So my friends or my colleagues ate banana and I ate grapes. Okay. Fatima too. Okay, so let's see. Bil asa. Yes. ضربت فاطمة بنتها بالعصا. Okay, so Fatima struck or hit her daughter with a stick. Okay, excellent. تأمل ما يلي, so you have to reflect on the following, and we have discussed about it several times and one more time here. So ذهب, when we say ذهب, we discussed that ذهب is the fi'l, is the verb. So ذهب equals verb plus ضمير مستتر. So there is a hidden pronoun inside it, and that hidden pronoun will be the doer, will be the fa'il, as we can see here. So ذهب is fi'l, and the hidden pronoun or the pronoun that is inside it is the fa'il. So in ذهب, who will be the fa'il? ضمير مستتر. What is meant by the ضمير المستتر? What does it mean?
It's a hidden pronoun.
So like when we say ذهب, so which pronoun is hidden inside it?
هو.
Huwa, excellent. So fa'ala, ذهب is the fi'l, and huwa is the fa'il, as we discussed it many times. So the reason why we say ضمير مستتر, because sometimes huwa or he will be active and sometimes it will be inactive. But for example, when we say ذهب بلال, so when we say Bilal went, then he gets like disqualified, or he will not be translated. So that means he disappears and we say Bilal went. But when we say ذهب إلى المسجد, then it will be, he will be activated and we will say he went to masjid. It's the same in English language. When we say he went to the masjid, so he is the subject and went is the verb. Similarly, when we say Ahmad went to the masjid, now we know that Ahmad is the subject and Ahmad is the subject, yes, and went is the verb. Similarly, when we say ذهب إلى المسجد, it will be translated as he went to the masjid. But when we say Bilal went to the masjid, so we will say ذهب بلال إلى المسجد. So when Bilal comes over there, there is no need to translate he, as it is not needed. Did you get it? So it's the same when we say he went to the masjid and when we say Bilal went to the masjid. Is it possible for us to say in English, Bilal, he went to the masjid? Can we say that?
No.
Can we use Bilal and he together?
No.
No, it's not possible. Either we will use Bilal or we will use he. Similarly, when we say ذهب إلى المسجد, it will be translated as he went to masjid. But when we say ذهب بلال إلى المسجد, then it will be translated as Bilal went to the masjid. So that's why we say mustatirun. Mustatirun, basically it means hidden inside. ذهبوا. So we know that ذهب is the verb and waw is the fa'il. So the doer is waw. That means whom. So as we discussed earlier, that waw is basically which represents the doer. So ذهب is fa'il and waw is fa'il. ذهبت is the same as ذهب. So we have ta, which is called ilamatu tanith. Yani this is the symbol of feminine. So ta sakina is basically the symbol of feminine. So ذهبت. And the verb that the pronoun that we have is the damirun mustatirun. Again, the doer is hidden inside. So dhahaba and dhahabat, the first form and the fourth one, the Sheikh did not discuss about the second one. So the second one is dhahaba and then dhahabu. And dhahabat is the fourth one. So these two have the hidden doer, the doer is inside these two forms of the verb. When we say dhahabna, so in dhahabna, we know dhahaba is the verb is fa'il, and na is the fa'il, is the doer. So dhahabna, it is translated as they went. And for masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Feminine, okay. So when we say dhahabu, the doer is waw, that means all masculine went. And when we say dhahabna, then noon with fatha is the fa'il, and all ladies went. Or dhahabta, so this is very easy. Ta is the fa'il, doer. So you went. We know that dhahaba is the verb, so we don't need to talk about this many times. So ta is the fa'il, and in dhahabtum, basically tu is the fa'il, the doer, and mim is alamatul jam'i. So tum basically means you all. Because when I say dhahabtu, that means I. So tum is basically you all. So that's why we say mim is alamatul jam'i. So when we say dhahabtum, it is translated as you all went for masculine. And dhahabti, the doer is ti, that means the ta with kasra, so that is the doer al-fa'il. Now that's the reason why I told you that after the first one and the fourth one, the doer can be with fatha, or there will be fatha after that, or maybe there will be dhamma after that. But for the other forms of the verb, there will be no dhamma, only fatha, yani maf'ul bihi will be after that. Now, did you get the reason why? Because when we say dhahabu, the doer is inside. Dhahabna, the doer is inside. Dhahabta, the doer is inside. Dhahabtum, the fa'il is inside, and dhahabti. So basically, when we say dhahabti, it is a combination of verb plus subject. Did you get it? So dhahabu wa dhahabna wa dhahabta wa dhahabtum wa dhahabti, it's the combination of two, the combination of verb and the combination of fa'il, the verb and the doer. Whereas in dhahaba and dhahabat, sometimes the doer is apparent and sometimes the doer is hidden. That's why we say that the hidden pronoun is the doer. So this is the logic, like why did I tell you that after the first one and the fourth one, the noun will always be mansub, it will take fatha.
But sir, if we take like zahabtum, if we say that tapesh, like ta
Yeah.
dhamma
Mhm.
is a file, so zahabtu is not used for I mean zahabtu is for first person, not the second person.
Yeah, because here mim is alamatul jam'i, so it will be the combination of both. Basically,
So
tum
actually
is,
the whole tapesh meme
yes,
is
tum is basically
file.
the doer. That's right. But mashallah, the Sheikh has explained it very well, saying that tu is basically the file and mim is alamatul jam'i. So if we don't want to memorize so many things, we will say tum is the file, tum is the doer.
Okay. Okay.
And dhahabtunna, as again here, tu is the file and noon with tashdid is alamatul jam'i, but we will say that tunna is basically the file. So dhahaba is the verb and tunna is the doer, the file. Dhahabtu, again, here tu is file only, as we can see here. So we don't have alamatul jam'i here. So when we only see tu, that means I went. Dhahabtu. And in dhahabna, the doer is noon alif. So that is dhahabna, we went. So that's the logic of all that I told you that you have to memorize the whole conjugation, and there is no need to focus on the objects, because we know that after the first form of the verb and after the fourth form of the verb, the noun will be object. So that was the reason why I didn't want to discuss all these things, because I knew it was coming, and inshallah, I know now it must be easier for you. Imagine if we discussed all these things in the beginning, it might, or it could have been slightly difficult. So I hope so, inshallah, now everything is clear. And now you should be able to answer the following exercise. Ayyin means specify. Ayyin al-fa'ila. So you have to specify the subject. Fima yali, what follows. Yani in the following sentences, or in the following verbs, we have to specify the doer, only the doer. Okay, so in kharajtu, who is the doer?
Two.
Excellent. Tu is the doer. Okay, please, you now I would like you to answer by yourselves. Okay, jalasna.
Na.
Na is the doer. Okay, next one.
Sami'ati.
Okay, who is the doer?
Sami'ati. Only T.
T is the doer. Excellent. Because samia is the verb, so the verb is already there, and the ta is basically the doer. T, I should say. So sami'ati. So we have both the verb and the subject inside one kalima. Subhanallah. So one verb, or just one, we can say word in Arabic can be a complete sentence. So that's why we say sami'ati, you listened. So it's a complete sentence. Okay, sharibtunna. Tunna is the subject. Dakhalu. Tu is fa'il, and na with tashdid is alamatul jama'. But we should say that tunna is the subject. Okay, dakhalu. Waw is the subject. Dakhala is verb and waw is the subject. Hafidna.
La is the
Subject. Hafidha is the verb and na is the subject. Okay, akaltum.
tum.
Okay, so akala is the subject and tum is the, akala is the verb and tum is the subject. Akaltum, you all ate. Okay, fataha.
Fatahat.
Fataha is the word.
The subject is mustatir.
Mustatir.
Yes. The subject is hidden. Excellent. Fataha, he opened. In English, when we translate, we will relate it quite easily, that when we say Fataha, he opened. In English, we have to write it, he over there. If we don't say he opened, then the sentence will not be complete. Opened will not make sense. But Fataha makes complete sense. It means he opened, so the doer is mustatirun, the doer is hidden. Okay, fahimtunna, to the ladies. You all understood. Tunna is the subject. Fahima is the verb, and tunna is the subject. Katabta, yes, singular masculine. You wrote.
Ta plural. Sorry, masculine.
Ta is the doer. Kataba is the subject, and ta is the, kataba is the verb, and ta is the subject.
Subject.
Okay, what about ghasalat?
Ghasalat. It's a hidden, sir, again.
Yes, Amir Mustatir.
Mustatirun, excellent. The hidden, ghasalat, she washed. So when we say in English, we have to say she washed. So you can translate it in English and you can relate it that something is hidden over there. So ghasalat, she washed. Laibu, they played.
Wow, Alif.
La, alif is added extra, only wow.
Wow.
Yes, this is called
Only wow.
alif al-wiqaya. I told you alif is extra. We don't have to consider it as the doer. Only wow is the doer.
Oh.
Laiba is verb and wow is the doer. So laibu, they played. Dakhala.
Again, mustatirun.
Okay, dakhala bilalun.
Mustatir.
Okay, dakhala bilalun.
Bilal.
So dakhala is the verb and bilal is the subject. Right? Yes, yes, sister.
I was right.
Yes, yes. Dakhala, he mustatir. Of course, the pronoun is hidden inside he, which is basically he. But when I say dakhala bilalun, then what happens when you say دخل بلال?
So Bilal entered.
Bilal becomes the subject and dakhala
Subject.
remains as verb. ضربت,
ضمير مستتر.
mustatir, excellent. Which is hiya, right? She hit. Okay, if I say ضربت فاطمة, then what happens?
Fatima too.
Fatima becomes active and ضربت remains as a verb. Okay, so Fatima hit. Okay, من الضمائر المتصلة. So these are the attached. So متصلة is متصل means attached. Okay, and منفصل means detached. So من الضمائر المتصلة. So from the, or these are the attached pronouns. If you remember in the beginning, I told you that the pronouns can be attached and detached, right? So now we are talking about the attached pronouns. متصلة is attached. التاء كما في, يعني that means التاء as it is, كما means as. التاء كما في ذهبت وذهبت وذهبت وذهبتم وذهبتن. So basically ta is the attached pronoun or the doer in all of the mukhatab or the second persons. So ta, ti, tu, tum and tunna. Al-waw kama fi dhahabu, whereas waw is the doer in dhahabu. An-nunu kama fi dhahabna, so noon is the doer in dhahabna. Na kama fi dhahabna, so na is basically the doer. So these are called attached pronouns. Attached pronouns, basically, they are attached to the verb. All right. تأمل ما يلي. So now you have to reflect on the following. أين حامد? Where is Hamid? خرج. خرج is فعل and الفاعل is ضمير مستتر. Did you get it? So when we say خرج, we will say خرج is the verb and he, which is hidden inside it, is the subject. أين آمنة? خرجت. Again the same thing. خرج is فعل and ta as-sakina, which is alamatu tanith, and al-fa'ilu damirun mustatirun. So the doer is the hidden pronoun. In kharaja, kharaja is fa'il and ad-damiru mustatiru is the fa'il. Kharajat, again kharaja is the verb and and hiya, which is the hidden pronoun, is the basically doer inside it. So we'll say al-fa'ilu damirun mustatirun. The doer is hidden inside it. That's it. Subhanallah. So alhamdulillah, we are done with this lesson, and I hope inshallah you found it easier and you hopefully understood everything about this lesson. If you have any questions to ask about or to discuss about, you're more welcome. You are most welcome, I should say. Yes. هل فهمتم الدرس؟
نعم فهمنا.
طيب. هل كان الدرس سهلا أو صعبا؟ هل كان الدرس, was the lesson سهلا, easier, or صعبا, difficult?
هذا الدرس سهل.
كان الدرس سهلا جدا.
Sahla. Easy.
Okay. كيف وجدتم شرحي? How did you find my explanation? شرح means to explain. شرحي, my explanation. كيف وجدتم, you know, because you have learned all of these verbs, right? وجد, you know, right? So كيف وجدتم, how did you find my explanation?
Sir, options.
Well,
جيد.
if I give you
جيد
the
جدا.
options, then it would be self-praising, like I'm praising myself.
No, 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 it will be easy to relate.
شرحت الدرس
Mhm.
جيدا.
Okay. شرحت الدرس شرحا جيدا. Yani this is what we call, inshallah, the next one is what we call maf'ul mutlaq. That means we use the masdar of the same verb for emphasis that you did it very well. In Quran, it is used a lot. For example, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. So that is basically the masdar which is used to emphasize like something has been done in a very well manner. So sharaha is basically the verb, and sharh is the masdar. So sharahta darsa sharhan jayyidan, yani you explained it very well. This is only the translation of what you wanted, but I'm not saying that I explained it very well. It's just the answer to your question. Okay, so inshallah, just like that, you can make some sentences by yourselves. You can use these verbs with your family members, even if you go outside in the market. If you find it suitable to use it, try using it without any kind of, hesitation, inshallah, and you will find it much easier because the verbs, really, we need to practice a lot because they are used a lot in everyday life and they change a lot, especially in Arabic, they change a lot. So inshallah, the more you practice, the more you will understand. Tomorrow's lesson, inshallah, is a really long lesson. It's basically, I think, almost 3 pages, but what I like about it, mashallah, it includes lots of verses from the Quran, and I'm very sure that inshallah you will find it interesting. It's 4 pages. So I would like you to go through this lesson by yourselves and try to see how much of this you can understand, and inshallah the rest we will do it together. I will send you the points today. You can also find them, like if you have the books, like the hard copies, some of the hard copies, they have their explanation in the end as well. But I will also send it to you. Please go through that explanation because that will help you a lot. All right, so inshallah, it's enough for today. Alhamdulillah, we have completed the whole lesson today. So tomorrow, inshallah, we will start lesson number 9. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله خيرا.
وإياكم. وإياكم, brothers and sisters.